My name is Ellie Johnston. I'm with Climate Interactive, and today we just released new analysis that shows what it takes to keep below 2 degrees Celsius of warming by the end of the century, given the current INDCs, so the intended nationally determined contributions that countries have put forward. A couple months ago, Climate Interactive did analysis on the cumulative impact of the INDCs, and we found that with no further action, the INDCs would only get us to 3.5 degrees of warming. So this is some progress, but clearly insufficient. And to answer the question of what then do we do, and is there still a chance at staying below 2 degrees, we did further analysis looking at what the possibilities for countries to scale up their ambition. So what if, out of the Paris climate talks, we get a strong ratchet mechanism and way to improve the level of ambition, and we see in 5 years' time countries coming to the table with stronger pledges. And what we found is that there is a possibility of staying below 2 degrees, getting around 1.8 degrees of warming, and it looks something like the EU, which has pledged to reduce their emissions 40% by 2030. It would be the EU scaling that pledge up to 47%, 50% below 1990 levels by 2030. For the United States, the US has a pledge that goes out to 2025 of reducing their emissions. I think it's like 26% below 2005 levels. So for the US, that would be scaling that pledge up to 50%, but by the year 2030, and so reducing those down, and continuing that across the developed countries. We need to see deeper reductions across the board, and then looking to the global south, the other developing countries. It is all of them peaking their emissions in 2027, right around 2030, and then beginning declines immediately. And the reduction rates that we're looking at for the developed countries are much more substantial given the different capacities. They have a higher level to reduce emissions, so their reduction rates are much higher than what we have for the developing countries.